Alright, so here we go. In this video I'm going to be transferring this 10-gallon aquarium into what they like to call a naturalistic vivarium, which means that it is a natural aquarium. The plants are real. Basically it's a mini ecosystem within the aquarium. So there's no plastic plants or plastic rocks or whatever. It's all real. So we're going to start with a 10-gallon aquarium and go through all the steps. So I need to zoom in so you can see a little bit. And now this is going to be a forest biome, or which is a biome is basically a habitat. So this is going to be a forest habitat. And so the first thing you want to do in any naturalistic aquarium is you want to add about 1.5 inch to maybe a 2-inch layer of small river rock or pea gravel. And what that does is that acts as a drainage layer. So when you put the other substrate on top, this is going to act as when you water the plants, the excess water that the roots do not soak up will drain down into the rocks, and that way your substrate will stay relatively dry. So this being a forest habitat, what we got next is you can see it there, is a mixture of 2 parts dry mulch and then 2 parts of basically decomposing leaf litter. And you just want to add a nice, generously thick layer of that for the roots to take hold in. And so, that should be good right there. Like that. Now there's that good. Like that. Okay, so now you can already see that you have the rocks there, and then the gravel, and then the leaf litter. Sorry. So next, we're going to add the plants, and this is a very widely, just a very broad spectrum of what you can use. You can use anything in a forest aquarium, basically anything that's green, especially in an aquarium like this where the animal itself is not a herbivore, so you do not have to worry about the animal eating the plants and getting sick or anything like that. So the first thing we're going to put in is this little spider plant thingy. And we're going to put him in the very back, like this. And you just want to plant it kind of all the way down to where only the green is showing. Like that there. I hate this part. It's nice. Like this, just to make sure all the roots are nice and covered. And yeah, just so you have a really nice firm thing like that. You can see how that already adds a little bit of greenery. And next we're gonna add these ferns. I'm not sure how well they're going to do. These are all clippings, but you can see they look nice and woodsy. In this corner here. Again, you just want to make sure that you dig the hole deep down to the rock layer almost, so that you get as much of a root bound plant as you possibly can. So there's that. You see that? And so next I'm going to add this little fern. Basically, we'll just it's amazing when you have the contrast too of the brown forest floor, and then you start adding in these green, this bright vibrance. It really just adds an awesome look to your aquarium, any aquarium. Okay, we got just a couple more. This is going to look really cool, this nice purple. Here. And this is just a preference. I mean, there's no limit other than size, no rule that says how many plants you have to plant. You can plant as many or as few as you like. Personally, I like a very well thick planted aquarium, but again, that's my preference. So that's the planted part as far as that goes, but you also want to have oh, we forgot, we have one more plant, this creeping vine. But first, before I put that in, I want to add my accents, my log here, and this is just a section of lighter pine. Actually, that one is a bit too long, so what we'll do is we'll snake this one in. It might, for future reference, be a smart idea to put your log in before you throw all the plants down. That way you can kind of get an idea, use the logs as a reference, but that works. So yeah, this here, I'm gonna have to dig this one long and deep. Make sure I can fit all the roots down into the dirt like this. Okay, that is actually looking pretty cool. Now, so you can see obviously the transformation that has put on that aquarium. It's just brilliant, vibrant, and nice. Now, whether or not all these plants can be sustained in such a small thing, if they do, this thing will be nothing but a giant, massive root system. But we'll see. Only time can tell. Usually if your plants, if they're still nice and green after a couple of days, then usually you're good. And now for the final touch, because this is a forest, you want to just add a nice few handfuls of leaf litter, just for the animals to, it gives them something to hide in, gives them some privacy. Plus, as the leaves decay over time, they'll just become more substrate, part of the dirt, part of the moss. So anyway, well, that, my friends, is a fully planted woodland aquarium. And now for the best part, my favorite part in all of this, we get to add the lucky creature. And in this case, for now anyway, it's going to be this 5-line skink. And this is a pretty big one, so she'll be really happy in here, I think. And then you're just gonna, and you can see there she jumped in and now we face the real problems of a small aquarium. Too many plants. Too many plants. And now come down here and you can see she's already found herself a home among the spider plants. So yeah, this is actually my second aquarium. This is on a much smaller scale, but yet a much heavier planted. So we'll see. But yeah, that's it. So until next time, good luck.